name is Star. Excuse the fact my voice sounds like shit. I've been sick and I still am kind of sick. But anyway, I'm gonna be talking about the problem with TikTok, specifically the transphobia and homophobia I've been experiencing, and also some of my friends who left TikTok for similar reasons. Well, I only know one person that left TikTok for almost the same reasons. Except they were actually in physical danger of being harmed, and that's why they left TikTok. So, I'm gonna put a trigger warning right now. So here's the trigger warning. Alright, so first I'm gonna talk about my friend, Softy Baby, aka Sleeping Baby. Their real name is Shayla, so, yeah. Excuse me. You guys, a lot of people in the age regression community might know who, Sleepy Baby, aka Softy Baby, is. For those of you guys who don't know, Softy Baby is a content creator who became popular on TikTok, but they left the platform because they were doxxed. And I believe one person even tried to hurt them in real life by trying to find them. Shayla left TikTok because multiple people have not only doxed their own, their real life home address, but also the place they work at, like the place they're employed at. And also, people on TikTok also spread lies about Shayla, such as rumors that they beg for money online and that they scam people, which they do not. I know them personally, and I know they did not do that. Because Shayla has never once asked for money from a stranger, or from anyone from that matter, because me and Shayla are friends, and if that were the case, I would have known about it by now. Also, I have met their fiance before, and I can confirm that I am able to confirm that the relationship between them and their fiance, Frederick, is genuine. However, people on the internet are making Shayla feel guilty because their fiance is not a public figure, and they are. And people on TikTok and Instagram, but mainly TikTok, they are making really mean comments about how Shayla should expect to get hate because she is disabled. That they are disabled. Sorry, my bad. I'm not speaking straight. Their pronouns are they, them, but they're not bothered by being called she, her. But I try to call them they, them instead of she, her. But anyway, yeah, Shayla got doxxed multiple times on TikTok. Excuse me. And something far worse happened to my friend Emily, formerly known as Pastel Spoons. They're known as Happy and Honey online now. They're known as Happy and Honey. And what happened to Happy and Honey? This happened to her 3 years ago, and this was at the time that I was debating whether or not I should leave TikTok. It was in 2018, I believe. And this was also at the time when I started getting hate online, was in 2019. My friend M they talked about this Reddit thread, I mean not Reddit thread, this subreddit called r/fake disorder cringe. And what fake disorder cringe is a subreddit where people track down people who are faking a disability. But in reality, this subreddit is basically a place for people to harass disabled people online. It's a group of ableist people who bully and harass disabled people online. And unfortunately, both my friend Shayla and my friend M, they both ended up on that subreddit, which means the majority of the harassment very likely must have came from there and stemmed from there. My friend M has Ehlers-Danlos syndrome and multiple other disabilities, all of which, except for a very small handful of mental health problems, causes chronic physical pain that causes them to be in a wheelchair. However, for most of their life, they were able to walk, up until 2020, I believe. My friend Emily, they got hate crimed in real life. They have talked about this incident once before, and I will retell the story of what happened to Emily in both their own words and my own words. So according to M, they were at a grocery store with their mom, getting groceries. And M, saw this guy, and this guy started yelling at her, yelling at them, calling them a faker and a liar. And M managed to get away from this guy for a couple minutes, I think. But then what happened next was the guy noticed that they were at the time they were able to stand back up from their wheelchair. A lot of people in my comment section right now might be typing something, but hold on, let me explain something to you. There are a variety of degrees and variety of time that someone needs to be in a wheelchair. There is something called an ambulatory wheelchair user, and what an ambulatory wheelchair user is, or an ambulatory mobility aid user is, what it means is someone does not always need a mobility aid. However, in certain situations, they might need a mobility aid. For example, in some public places, I need my seeing eye cane, but in other places, I don't. I use my cane because I'm legally blind. I can't show it on camera because I don't know why, but every time I show my cane on camera, content of mine starts getting censored, and I can't show my cane for that reason. Although if you look back at some of my older content, you'll see me with my cane more, but that was before people who were hating on me started making false reports on my on my social media accounts. But if you look way back on my Instagram, you'll see pictures of me with my cane out in public, but now I don't post that as much anymore because it has become unsafe for me to do that, basically. So I can't post pictures of my cane anymore because it has become such a large safety hazard. Because I've had my life threatened multiple times because of it. What happened next to my friend M is absolutely horrible, and this has contributed to one of the many traumas they have faced, and they actually have diagnosed PTSD, and this particular event in their life is the reason why they have diagnosed PTSD, specifically CPTSD, which means complex post-traumatic stress disorder. Yes, they have opened up about this in on their public platforms, by the way. So don't worry, I'm not saying private information. All of the information I'm saying right now is public information that these people have stated themselves. So I want you guys to keep that in mind. So what happened next was this guy went around the store and found them again. And this guy actually grabbed Emma by, I think, the arms and yanked them out of their wheelchair and dragged them on the floor. And Em was luckily smart enough to scream for help. And their mom saw what was happening. And their mom called the police on the guy. And the guy was arrested and charged with a hate crime. However, guess how much time he spent in jail? Only 1 fucking year! 1 fucking year! Are you kidding me? He deserves to fucking rot in prison for what he did to my friend. And he is very lucky I was not there, or I would have beaten his ass. Like, I'm not kidding. I would have beaten his ass. I have beaten people's asses for doing shit like that to my friends before. I'm not even kidding. I have beaten someone's ass for harassing a friend of mine before. Not kidding. I'm 100% serious. But like, what's even more fucking disgusting is that, like, when M went to court, the guy who did it to her, sorry, I keep coughing, I'm kind of sick, but the guy who did it to her tried to justify it, saying that his son had cerebral palsy, which is a disability that is caused by a brain injury either during birth or right before birth. And it could cause problems with movement, speech, or both. Or it could cause like muscle spasms and tics, I believe. Anybody with cerebral palsy, feel free to correct me in the comment section. But as far as I know, cerebral palsy is like a neurological thing. I know several people with cerebral palsy, but it's like a lot more complex than people seem to realize. I'm sorry, my camera's falling. I mean my iPad. But this guy who committed this heinous crime, he tried to justify it, saying that my friend, they were taking away services that his son needed because they were faking. Yeah. Fucking disgusting, dude. And I hope you rot in prison. Like, I hope that the Canadian, my friend lives in Canada, I live in the US, so, but what both the US and Canada have in common is that both don't give a shit about disabled people. So, not the Supreme Court, the, like, court in Canada was like, oh, he's only gonna get a charge of assault and a hate crime, so he'll only get 1 year in prison. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me, bro? No, absolutely fucking not. He should rot in prison for what he did. Oh yeah, I also failed to mention that the guy who did this to my friend, he also found out about my friend through Kiwi Farms. And Kiwi Farms is also an online forum where people will harass disabled or trans or LGBT or POC or BIPOC people. This guy was also a user on Kiwi Farms too. And he had been harassing my friend for years. And it was so bad to where my friend had to get a restraining order on him. It was that bad. I'm not even kidding. It was that bad. I am very lucky that I have never been doxxed online. But yeah, my friend could have had their life taken from them only because someone from TikTok decided it would be a good idea to try to beat the shit out of them in a public place. I've also had some friends of mine that are black, like their race is black. I've also had friends who are like Asian. Also, I forgot I was not supposed to be holding my iPad. It's supposed to be set right here for the purpose of it not shaking while I talk to the camera. But I've had friends of mine that are people of color get harassed and hate crimed because of users on TikTok as well. What's fucking worse is that TikTok doesn't do shit about this shit that happens. Like, I am very, very, very lucky that I've never had the harassment transfer over to real life. But some of my friends had their lives threatened because TikTok refuses to do jack shit about the harassment and the false reporting that happens on there. Yeah, I could have, like, several people that I know could have died because of the harassment. My friend Shayla, I believe, they were followed home at one point, which is really fucking scary. Another friend of mine was stalked. Another friend was sexually assaulted. Like, so many bad things happened to me and, like, some of my friends that the majority of us, myself included, left TikTok for those exact reasons. One of the worst harassment things that I've experienced, I had someone, like, threaten my life and threaten to rape me. I'm not kidding. I had someone in my comment section threatened to sexually assault me if I ever showed my face on TikTok ever again. And I've also had people threaten to, like, leak my address and leak my social security and like, also, like, beat me up in real life. I'm not kidding. So I had no choice but to leave TikTok because of personal safety and also for the safety of the people I live with, because I live with other disabled people too, because I live in a group home. But I had to leave TikTok because me and several other people, our lives were in danger because of TikTok. Honestly, in my opinion, I think TikTok should be shut down. I know that sounds a bit harsh over harassment, but, like, people have lost their lives because of it. And in my opinion, TikTok should get shut down. And because, like, the moderators on there do absolutely nothing. They even allow, like, things like pedophilia and bestiality to happen on TikTok. They've allowed this shit to happen for way too long. In my opinion, they should not be allowed to run a social media platform. They should have it shut down because of this shit that happened. TikTok has done nothing but, like, absolutely nothing for their, like, users. They actively put everyone on TikTok in extreme danger. And I want TikTok to be taken off the internet permanently. I want TikTok to be banned from the US and other countries because that social media platform is the most dangerous place I've ever been online. And I can say that with 1000% confidence. TikTok is not a safe place. If you're a parent that's watching this video right now, get your kid off of TikTok. Your kid might be getting harassed or sexually harassed or even threatened on there. Your kid could even get hate crimed if your kid is a minority. So if you're a parent watching this right now, get your kid off of TikTok now. I mean it. Get your kid off of there. That is not a safe place at all. If anything, TikTok is the worst possible place for anyone to be on, especially if you're a minority. Like, I've even, like, had people, like, I've even heard of people, like, posting snuff films on TikTok. And unfortunately, I have seen some of the snuff films on TikTok. I have seen people, like, post pictures of, like, abusing animals on TikTok, and they get away with it. They don't get anything more than a slap on the wrist. But the minute I post anything like my mobility aid on TikTok, or like if I post myself wearing a short sleeve shirt and my scars on my arms from self-harm are visible, I get banned on TikTok, like permanently, with no warning or any reason why. I mean, my scars aren't even that visible. You can only see them in certain lightings. Like right now, you're not able to see them that much. Like, normal looking arms, dude. But like I've also had friends who were banned on TikTok for like having a wheelchair on display, or like having a seeing eye cane on display, or having tics. I had a friend with Tourette syndrome who was banned for having coprolalia, which is a rare symptom of Tourette syndrome, where you basically cuss and say offensive things as tics. A friend of mine who has like coprolalia was like banned on TikTok for it, even though they've literally stated multiple times that they cannot control what they're saying because of their Tourette's. I'm not even kidding. Like, I've had friends who were like banned off of their... Like, I've been banned off of TikTok for quote-unquote promoting self-harm, which I never ever ever do. I do not recommend self-harm. It is addictive and it will ruin your life. There's a lot of opportunities I will never get because of it. But like, parents, if your kid's on TikTok right now, get them off of there now. It's not safe. It's especially not safe if your kid is disabled, queer, trans, or BIPOC. So please, like, get your kid off there. And to the staff of TikTok, you guys are a fucking disgrace. You can't even moderate your own, like, social media platform properly. Like, you guys should be ashamed of yourself. TikTok also glamorizes eating disorders and also self-harm too. Like, there's a lot of pro-Anna and pro-bulimia and pro-self-harm content on there. Like, I even saw multiple videos of, like, people actually cutting their arm on camera. And TikTok refuses to take those down. However, the minute I show a mild, like, scar from self-harm, like, not even on purpose, just like me, like, walking around in a t-shirt or something, I get banned for, like, ever. I get banned for that, which makes no fucking sense. Also, the amount of sexism people have to deal with on there is unacceptable. But that's it for today's video, guys. My name is Star. Don't forget to like, comment, and... There's a plane flying outside. That distracted me. But anyway, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!